Most of you presented that you're targeting 20, 40, 75 young women, or maybe 20 youth with disabilities. You need to make sure that those young people that you're targeting own those projects. They must own them, because it's through ownership that those projects can be sustainable. If they don't own them, if it remains a project of your organization, I believe such projects will not be sustainable. And also, make sure that your projects continue to be relevant to the needs of those young women and relevant to the needs in that community. I think it's through relevance that also will guarantee the sustainability of your projects. So once again, I want to congratulate you, and I want to make sure that we offer ourselves as Advance Africa to give you all the support that you need. Like I told you at the beginning of this training, that we expect over 90% success rate for all the projects that will be supported. So we shall offer you the mentorship that you require. We shall offer you the support that you require, but would like to make sure that we have over 90% success rate. So please join us. Let us be serious with our projects. Let us make all the effort that we can to make sure that our projects are very successful. Lastly, the groups that are not going to make it today, I think this is not the end. I think this is not the end. Your projects are good projects. I know that even if they are not supported this round, they still have another opportunity. I think you can still implement those projects. But not only that, I think that you can also participate in another call for applications that will come out through ILO. So don't lose hope. It's a competition, and in any competition, there's always someone that comes out. But again, like I said at the beginning, I hope that those of you who did not make it, you've learned from the process, you have acquired some skills, and most importantly, you have made friends and created some networks. So I want to wish you all the best, and may good Lord bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Ronald. Another round of applause to him, please. Apart from being a representative from Advance Africa, he has also been a facilitator to us.
Savior, reaching up with your mighty hand. Sing for joy, oh Africa. The Lord your God has risen upon you. Sing for joy, oh Africa. The Lord your God has risen upon you now. Jabulani, Jabulani, Africa. Jabulani, Jabulani, Africa. Jabulani, Africa. Jabulani, Jabulani, Africa. Jabulani, Africa. Jabulani, Jabulani, Africa.
Not even one sad day or minute have I heard since you came my way. Got to tell you how you thrill me. I'm happy as I can be. You have come and changed my whole world. Bye-bye, sadness and hello, mellow. What a wonderful day. It's so amazing to be loved. I'd follow you to the moon and the sky above. Oh, thank you.
We applied for a grant after receiving information from the newspapers when the International Labour Organization was calling for potential applicants. We applied in 2011 and we got the grant the first time we applied. However, some of the other beneficiaries applied the second time, and they were not receiving the grant, but they did not give up. They applied for more than 3 times. So I'm here to advise the applicants never to lose hope. Whenever you give up, you lose. But it's good that many of you are going to receive the grant. For that I know. But those who will have not received the grant, please don't give up. You can still try to apply the second time when they call for proposals. When we received the grant, we made use of the funds that were given to us. You as managers who are applying for the grant, please, when you receive the money from the International Labour Organization, be strict with the money. Make sure you are accountable to the accounts. Don't just withdraw money without an aim. Because at the end of it all, you will have to take in accountabilities for the money you have used. Next, you have to be committed. A manager, a good manager has to be committed. Don't be trembling, let someone not discourage you, despise you, however small. Now I'm growing fat. I'm even yet to become a mother. But by the time we applied for the grant, I was so small but I was leading people and everyone could even wonder. You have to be confident, committed at the work you're going to serve to the people. Remember, it's you who has represented your people from the communities where you're coming from. And therefore, they are looking at you with a keen eye. Next, you have to have a proper plan for everything you're going to be doing. Don't think that the International Labour Organization will be there to monitor you all the time. Its role is to give you money, make sure you make good use of it, because this is not the only grant that they're going to give you. Remember, if you try to perform so well, there is upscaling. We received the first grant. Because of our good performances, we got upscaling, and they added us more money to carry out our activities. That helped us so much that we were planning to carry out just mushroom growing, but because of the additional grant, we made value addition. So in other words, we started making wine, we started making powder from mushroom, drying mushroom, and the demand was so high that we could not even fulfill. In that way, if we had not carried out the work of training other beneficiaries to help us in the production, we wouldn't have managed. Remember, if you contract a hotel, for example, Grand Global Hotel, to supply mushroom, you must make sure that the quality is the quality that is very good from the beginning. These are the people who are supplying or giving services to the customers. Once they prepare good mushrooms for the first time, then they give other customers fake mushrooms, they will be losing market for their business. So you must be faithful to yourselves. Don't think that when you're receiving the money and you misuse it, you're being unfaithful to the International Labour Organization. No. The International Labour Organization has done its part. It has carried out trainings and helped you on how you can carry out your activities. Therefore, don't lose hope. Second, given a chance that you've received trainings, please use the skills that you've required to also keep on looking for grants from other organizations. Because we received a grant from International Labour Organization mainly to carry out mushroom agronomy. But in the end, we used the skills that we required from the International Labour Organization to write a proposal to BTC, to the Belgium Technical Corporation, and we received another grant in knitting. They gave us the grant, bought machines, and started knitting sweaters. So that helped to maintain our organization going on. And remember that when we received another grant, the organization did not train us like how the International Labour Organization had trained us. So the skills we required from International Labour Organization through their trainings helped us to acquire another grant. So please, I advise you, take note of this. Make sure that you keep records for every activity that you're going to carry out, because at the end of the day, accountability is needed. 2, make sure that you're so serious with the accounts that you are applying for the grant for. I know some of you may be here just when they are using your name as a project manager. But even if other people are behind your organization, make sure that you are accountable to the money that you withdraw and you save on the account. Because remember, when you're giving in the accountability, you must present the bank statement. So some of you are going to receive money, and tomorrow or the other day, all the money will be withdrawn. So that means that you have to be so serious, because at the end of it all, you as the project manager, the International Labour Organization is going to contact you, not the other people, because you signed a contract with them. And therefore, since the money came from them, they must receive accountability. So you must be serious. For that you should know. At the end of it all, we don't want to see you in jail. For that I must assure you.
Thank you very much, Betty. We appreciate the guidance. We appreciate and thank ILO. That is one thing that I realize about ILO. They never let go of you. Once you prove to them in the first instance, they'll always keep you around. 2011, this is 4 years down the road. And if they can have the courtesy of inviting Betty, you can expect that by 2017, after you've proved to be a good grantee, you shall be here making the same speech. There's been a training that has been running for a week from Sunday, comprising over 70 participants. These are the finalists of the grant process. We, of course, have individuals that have gotten different experiences, and for purposes of the visitors available, and also for the benefit of the day, it is also important that we engage one or two of them to share some experience within the trainings, what they learned, and how better to advise each other in that regard. I would like to call upon one of the participants, Hudson, who is willing to offer that speech.
My name is Hudson Ogwali. I work for Facilitation for Innovations and Sustainable Productivity. It's a youth-led organization in Soroti District. I'm going to share something small on our behalf, what we have learned for the times we have gone through this training. We are surely convinced that ILO is a distinguished donor, because for some of us who have interacted with several donors, for me for sure it's the first time to get a donor that really passionately struggles with you to get funding. We have been sharing among ourselves that for some donors it is up to you. If you present the first concept and it doesn't seem positive to them, that is the end of you. But I think because ILO is very passionate about transforming the lives of the youth, they really try to make sure that we are prepared to receive the funding. And I think for the two groups, both in Jinja and then in Gulu, we have gone through a number of trainings. And I think that is why our facilitators and the different people here will keep saying, you know, what we have gotten right now is more important than the funding. So I even want to encourage friends that, you know, not any of us at this time is aware that I'm going with this money. But there is nothing which can change from yourself as a person and from your organization unless you as a person accept that change. So now what does it call for? It means we should appreciate that, yes, you know, people are not just speaking to keep us comfortable. There are people who have this thinking that, okay, you know, what is it that they can say? You know, they have to speak that to encourage us anyway, because they know maybe they're not going to give some of us money. But what is important as a person is that you should believe that, yes, that same God who started that wonderful work in your life will bring it to accomplishment. One thing I want to say again is that besides the first trainings of proposal design, we have got enough knowledge for sure. You know, we've been trained how to communicate, how to, you know, have this eye contact when you make public presentations. Some people will be invited at some point, and I think that is when we shall appreciate that, oh, I think ILO was a great organization. And I think some people will be testifying later that, you know, I think when I went there, I didn't even know what is called M&E. By the way, for people who have not maybe had chance to go through some of these things, monitoring and evaluation is another area of specialization. And I think we are aware that people study postgraduate diplomas in monitoring and evaluation alone. So I want to encourage somebody that even from today, even if they don't call my name, even if they don't call your name, take it positive that I have something great to take out of this 2 weeks that I've spent with in the training with the International Labour Organization.
Thank you very much, Hudson. A bigger hand clap, honestly, to him. Thank you very much once again.
I would like to send our sincere appreciation to ILO for the work they've already done in our lives. Beginning from the training that we receive at various capacities, we were in position, we were mentored to at least know how to deal with scenarios within organizations and outside organizations. So as my colleague has already clearly mentioned them, apart from only within organization, from the training that we have got, ourselves as participants, we are already entrepreneurs. And we have the knowledge that with or without job or without creating job to other people, we can make it as business personalities outside there. Because we have all the knowledge and all that requires for you as an individual to build up. And I feel this was very vital in our lives. And the fact that all of us here are youths, it means apart from relying on the job that are already outside there, we can be job creators of our own. And this is what ILO has already instilled in us. And really we appreciate them for that. I say all this for God and my country. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you very much. Give her another round of applause. That was very strong. Thank you very much. Let's clap for her again, honestly. Once again, allow me to announce about the rooms for the participants.
They take their seats, please. Thank you.